So folks, we've all seen the amazing benefits of compost in the garden, what it does, the amazing amount of nutrients that it adds. So let's find out how we can make our own, because that's the best part. It's taking stuff that's free, turning it into something that's awesome, that's just going to feed your garden. So if you've got a large garden or a small garden, the thing that I'm always presented with, I don't have enough space to have a compost heap. Well, guys, that's just a load of nonsense, because right here is the perfect bin for composting, whether you're in a townhouse, even just a small garden. And I want to show you how it works. So it's pretty simple. All composting works in layers. It's about creating a Dagwood sandwich. So we're going to show you step by step how to do that. But the bottom line is you're going to put a layer of newspaper or a layer of grass clippings or a layer of leaves that you've picked up. And it's just about those layers. That's all you got to get right. If you get that, let Mother Nature do her thing, add a bit of compost activator. It's kind of like a bit of steroids and gets it going, but it's all natural stuff. You're going to end up with this. So take a look what's going on here, folks. This is what I call literally gold. And this is amazing stuff. That's big grass clippings. It's all just decomposed. Here we go. They're the bits of the eggshells that we threw in there. You'll probably find some tea bags in here, because all of this, the leaves that we collect with the leaf blower, all end up in here and create the most beautiful, beautiful compost. This, straight onto your garden beds as a mulch, dug in when you're busy planting, is absolutely brilliant. As soon as you get this coloration where all your material starts turning brown, that's when we know we're good to go, and you can add that into your garden beds. Easy peasy. And if you reckon this guy's not big enough and you've got more space and you need more compost, because we all can't have enough of it, then I'm going to show you a very quick, easy way to put up your own compost heap. Really, anywhere in the garden. Let's get to it. This is what you're going to need. Some metal droppers that are cut to 1.5 meters. Nice and easy. Some picket fencing. This is 1.2 by 1.2. I've got 4 of those. I've got a bit of shade cloth. Got some cable ties. Staple gun. Haha, the arson. And a couple of secateurs and a pair of scissors. And of course, when everything doesn't work, you need a hammer. And hammer's my favorite gardening tool, and we're going to be using that. So let's start off. What we're going to do is literally choose an area, and preferably, folks, when you are choosing your spot, make sure that it's like not in glaring, obvious view. Put it at the back of the veggie garden, but just make sure that you go and check it out regularly, because if you don't, what happens is you go around the corner and all of a sudden your compost heap needs a 6-ton truck to be able to help remove some of the stuff because it hasn't been managed properly. So all I'm going to do is take my hammer and let's get this stay in. Nice and easy. This is how we start. We're going to take one piece of our picket fence, and all we're going to do is put it against our metal stays and tie it on with a cable tie. Okay, one more stay. All right, and the other one on the side. Alrighty, next up, folks, we're gonna pop this baby in just along the edge here. So we're just creating a little U shape to start off with. That should do it. And of course, faithful cable ties solve many a problem in and around the home. Right, our next guy. And as they say, repeat the same step. To make it super secure, I've attached a few more pieces of cable ties directly to the base of the picket fence. Okay, nice and sturdy. Next step is the real fun part. We've got some shade cloth, which we've cut to size. Why the shade cloth? Well, because there are holes in the picket fence, and that's to hold all our composting material in here, but still allow enough air movement in for it to breathe and help the composting process. Staple gun, armed and dangerous. And then, and you'll see that I've left a little bit of extra length here at the bottom, and that's so when we start building our compost heap, literally it's here and it doesn't start pushing through at the end. Just these little things that can make our life a whole lot easier. So we've completed putting the shade cloth in around the inside of our composter. I've already added on the gate, just with 3 simple cable ties. And then when you want to compost me, there we are, close the door, simply put a cable tie on here up until the next time when you're going to be adding compost in. Personally, I would tie it up and I would literally just throw bits in as you're creating your compost heap, and only when you want to get in to actually do some turning, well, then you can undo it and open up. But for now, I like being inside here, so let's show you how to get started. And typically, these are some of the things that we're going to have in and around our garden. Leaves. So what we do is 1 times layer. Newspaper. Compost heaps love newspaper. And of course, as you're cleaning up and around the veggie garden, you might have bits like this. Break it up, throw it down. Remember, this could be any greens from your kitchen, anything that has not been cooked. All right, and then straw always helps. This could get used as mulch as well, but if you've got excess, then throw it in. And then I want to show you something else. So, we're always in the garden, pruning, doing things. We end up with these bits. Well, what do we do with them? We stick them through a shredder. Awesome stuff. Everybody needs one. And I don't care whether it's Save, you know, the Left Foot Day, but celebrate it and ask for a shredder to be given to you. And you take a useless stick like this that you've pruned or something that's dying in your garden, and you turn it into this most amazing mulch. Or if you've got excess, you just take the bag and pop it into your compost heap. And that, folks, is composting 101. Dead easy, dead simple. Take something that's useless and you're upcycling it, recycling and repurposing, and you've got the most amazing stuff for your garden.